Switch on your cameras and tell me what are block style letters. Before you want to write an application, job application, first of all, you need to know what is the format and what is informal letter, what are business letters. Now, if you will not keep your cameras on, I will not know who all are there in the class or not. With no camera switched on, I wouldn't know whether I'm talking to a wall or I'm talking to persons over there. कैमरा अपना ऑन रखिएगा. जो भी कैमरा ऑन है उससे हम पूछ रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं जो जिनका कैमरा ऑन नहीं उनसे नहीं पूछ रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. If you will not, what is going on? What is going on? Isn't this supposed to be a class? No, I will not ask any questions unless and until I see people. Keshav Mishra.
Yes, ma'am.
What is a block style letter? You tell me what is the difference between a business letter and a formal letter.
Ma'am, formal letter will be written for your colleagues, friends. No, formal letter.
What?
Formal letter is written in the organizer to exchanging the information between two persons. And that should be written precise and concise to the point.
Okay. What are the things you will consider when you are writing a business letter?
First of all, your letter should be perfect. For which person you are writing the letter, that person.
No. What are the things you will keep in mind when you are writing a business letter? The question goes for everybody. What would you consider when you're writing a business letter?
मैम तो जो पर्पस के लिए लेटर लिखना है वो पर्पस क्लियर होना चाहिए पूरा अच्छी तरह से.
ठीक है. You have discussed one part. You have talked about only one point, clarity. What are the other things which you will keep into mind?
और मैम लेंदी नहीं होना चाहिए.
Again, I'm asking you, keep your cameras on, otherwise it will be very difficult to take your class. Rohit Raj, now you answer me. What are the things you will keep in mind when you are writing a business letter? It means you have forgotten everything. Sitting at home and this is the time to revise. I thought you all are prepared for the test, but then exam. But I think you've forgotten everything. And the question which I'm asking is from Unit 1. The first question and nobody is able to answer. First question, first unit. What is a business letter? How is it? I'm giving you some questions. Please write down the questions. Write down the question. What do you understand by the term business letter? I want all these answers in the next class. What do you understand by the term business letters? What are formal and informal letters? What are official letters? What are official letters? How can you differentiate a business letter and an official letter? How can you differentiate a business letter from an official letter? Under what circumstances would you write an informal letter? Under what circumstances would you write an informal letter? What do you understand by social letters? What do you understand by social letters? What are the styles of business letters? What are the styles of business letters? Which style is the most important and which style is the most popular today? What are the parts of a letter? Now the question which I have given you need to answer it right now. How many of the questions you can answer?
All, ma'am.
Four you can answer only. Okay, let us start. If you do not know any of the answers, or some of the answers you know, and the rest you do not know, you may ask, since this is a revision class, but first of all, I would like to know, how prepared are you for the test, for the exam? Yes, come up with your answers. Yes, please answer. I'm waiting. I do not see any person coming up with the answer. So this is how your preparation is. What are you all doing? Writing the Ramayana or Mahabharata or what? Anyways, somebody asked me in the beginning, what is an application letter and how to write it. So this is what is an application letter, and this is how it looks like. So in the block style, first of all, you will write your name. It means your address, and then the inside address, it means the employer's name and employer's address, and then the subject line, and then your letter will start like this. Or dear sir, or dear Mr. You better write dear sir. And this is how your letter should look like. Somebody please read this.
Ma'am, I have seen from content, ma'am, from body of letter.
Oh, yeah, body. This all you already
Okay,
know. Subject and write sir, not dear Mr. Mrs. Right. The block style, सबसे पहले on top you will write your address, your name and address, and then you will write the date. Secondly, you will write the date. Thirdly, you will write the inside address. It means the person you're writing to, the person's address, and then you will write the subject. And what is the subject? A job application letter for the post of whatever the post of programmer, web developer, whatever. And now the body of the letter. Please read.
I have seen your advertisement for the past of the mentioned post, means the name of the post for which the
I
letter
have seen your advertisement for the post of a programmer, which is vacant in your company. I am interested in applying
for the job. Yes. I am a graduate in a specified subject
I am
from the mentioned university.
From, yeah.
In the year will be given from the past a specified number of years or months. I have been working as a job position in a private firm. I have experience in mention the skills you have which are required for the job you are applying.
Since you are a fresher, you need not write all these things, right? I'm a fresher. You need not write you are working because you are showing yourself as a fresher, right? and I have relevant skills in. और आपका जो भी relevant skills है उसका mention करेंगे. I am a fresher. I'm pursuing BCA from CIMAGE College, Patna, and my relevant skills are whatever your skills you're good at. You can mention that, right? And write the next paragraph.
I am looking for better career opportunities, and
Okay.
I find your company apt to do.
Better भी नहीं लिखेंगे. I'm looking for an opportunity. Better नहीं, आप कहीं काम ही नहीं कर रहे हैं तो better यहाँ पर नहीं आता है. I am looking for an opportunity, and I find your company apt to do so, apt to do justice my skills and capabilities. It means I want to work in your company because your company will give me a chance to show my skills and capabilities. I would love to be a part of employee-friendly organization. It means you would like to work in a company, and the company is employee-friendly.
Ma'am, apt to do मतलब meaning of this phrase?
Quite suitable, appropriate. Suitable. Apt means appropriate.
Should I start reading the next paragraph now?
Yes.
I have attached all my certificates and work experience letter along with her resume. Please take some time to go through it. If you are a
fresher, you will not write work experience. I have attached my resume and certificate. Please take some time to go through it. Please don't hesitate to contact me on my cell, mention my phone number with questions or to arrange for an interview. Right.
Please inform me if I am shortlisted through my email or call me at the telephone number given in the resume. Thanking you, your sincerity.
Okay, this is just one part of, now this application is for somebody who has worked for some time, but this can be converted into a fresher's application. Wherein you're going to attach your resume and your credentials, your certificates for the person to call you to shortlist you for an interview.
मैम यहाँ पे एक लेटर में मतलब टेलीफोन नंबर को एकदम शॉर्ट में सेल लिख दिया है, ये वैलिड होगा?
क्या चीज?
मतलब ऊपर वाले लेटर में इन द वेब लेटर टेलीफोन हैव बीन एब्रिविएटेड एज सेल ACLL, तो ये क्या वैलिड है लिखना? नहीं फुल लिखना पड़ेगा ना टेलीफोन नंबर.
Okay, you need not write it. Thanking you and looking forward for a favorable response. Bas. You don't need my phone number as they call me or let me know if I'm shortlisted. Koi zarurat nahi, not at all necessary. But you will just write, I am enclosing my resume and certificates for your kind consideration. Thanking you and looking forward for a favorable response. Full stop. That's it. I told you there are a lot of letters you can change. You can write it in your own words. Do not copy word for word. All right. My important is for writing a job application letter. What is important? A job application letter should be written in a formal manner. It means it should be written in block style, following all the business structures. Applicant needs to take care of a few things while writing such letters. A letter has to be formatted properly. Formatting is very important. If you're not formatting it properly, you may not be shortlisted at all. A letter has to be formatted properly and free from any errors or writing mistakes. It means it has to be a letter which has no grammatical error, no spelling error, the correct the punctuations, everything should be Correct. So there is a standard format for writing a job application. Below, the tips you can follow from your manual, from your study material, which already has been given. So when you're writing, just 3 things are important: proper formatting, no spelling mistakes, no grammatical mistakes, and it should sound business-like. It should be formal, right? We professional hiring managers read, the manager reads a job application, they expect to see certain information. So when your letter reaches the HR, they are expecting to find something which is professional. Make sure to follow the correct format, formal format. Choose your words and phrases carefully. Keep the writing language simple and easy to understand. Do not use hi-fi words. Do not use words, the spelling or the meaning of which can be confusing. Do not write semantic words. Be as simple as you can. So keep the writing language simple and easy to understand. Keep the letter short, concise, and don't write out the context information. It means do not write word for word. Do not be wordy. Avoid verbosity. It should be concise. And your tone should be humble, polite, and respectful. Your tone should be humble, polite, and respectful. Now, this was the format, the job application. So how will you write it? In a very simple way. First of all, you will write that there are 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, you will introduce yourself. And you will write why you are writing this letter. And my name is Dash Dash Dash. I am writing this letter after seeing an advertisement in the Times of India for the post of a programmer, for which I am deeply interested. First paragraph finished. The second paragraph will say, you will talk about your relevant skills. I am a graduate from, I am pursuing BCA from CIMAGE College, Patna, and with some relevant skills which I can talk about. Then you can talk about what are the subjects which you are really good at. And then the closing and the third paragraph will be, in closing herewith my resume and certificates for your kind consideration. Thanking you and looking forward to a favorable response. That's it. This is the job application letter. And any job application letter should be, your resume should be supported with a job application letter and a cover letter. What are the 3 things which are important? Correct format, block style. What should be the format? Your name first. Your name, top left, your name, your address. Complete address, your name, your address. Leave a space, date. Leave a space inside address. Inside address means the recipient's address. Leave a space, subject. Leave a space, salutation, dear sir. And then your letter will begin in 3 short paragraphs. Do not write lengthy or long letters. Where nobody reads letters which are too long. Right? The students who are not able to write these, I've given you a very simple tips to write a job application. My first question was, what are the things would you keep in mind while writing a business letter? Nobody could come up with the answer. The 7 C's of communication. While writing a business letter, I would consider the 7 C's of communication, which are
Concrete,
Clarity.
Concise. Correct.
Concise, courtesy,
Correct.
Correctness. And what else?
clear,
Concise.
Clarity.
Simple.
Simple. What are the 7 C's? Tell me.
ma'am,
Consideration, ma'am.
consideration,
And clear, concise, concrete, consideration, complete.
Yes. Now, this was the question asked, I think, 2 years back. What are the things you will consider while writing a job application? While writing a job application, I will consider the 7 C's of communication, which are conciseness, clarity, completeness, correctness. And then if it's a question for 12 marks, then you will have to elaborate each point. We have to elaborate each point.
ma'am, clear. The message should be clear and easily understandable to the recipient. And correct. The message should be correct and correct. Use the correct learner should be used in the sense the must be sure that there is no grammatical error, a spelling mistake.
Yes.
And complete. The message should be complete. That is, it must include all the relevant information. Concrete. Concrete should be clear and should be to the point. Check that you have correct.
Complete means there has got to be some basic facts. There has got to be some important, authentic facts in your letter.
Yes, ma'am. उसके बाद concise. The message should be clear and precise and to the point. The sender should avoid lengthy sentence. Considerness. The receiver's considerness. The purpose of consideration, opinion, knowledge, and mindset background, etc. The sender
What is
should
the
have
meaning
the.
of, 1 minute. What is the meaning of consideration?
बस किसी चीज को मानना. I consider.
नहीं? Ankita Kumari. So many times I have elaborated consideration. You must have consideration for each other. When you're writing a letter to someone, you should put yourself in the other person's shoes and think, if I'm writing like this, how will the other person who's reading it will feel? This is also talking about interpersonal communication. You must have good rapport with each other. You should consider each other's feelings, emotions, respect, mutual respect. Because if you do not have mutual respect, then what will happen? You will say something which somebody may not like it. Like if you're writing something too rudely, then what happens? You have said it, you have written, but then the other person can take it in a bad way, no? And in this correspondence, once you have written something, that is a record. Whenever you're writing, you have to consider the feelings of the others. Even if you're writing a complaint letter, even if you're writing something which you should not be writing in bad taste. For example, you've ordered something and the reach to a point of really you're very angry, and damaged goods can cause a lot of problems at the receiver's end. So what will happen? You will just sit down and write an abusive letter? No.
No, ma'am.
Writing, you should be polite. Politeness and consideration is the same thing. Whatever you're writing in such a way so that you're writing assertively. Okay, you're putting down some points. You are assertive, but not rude. Whatever you're writing. For example, if you have not yet received the payment and you already have delivered the goods and the payment has not yet been received, right? And it has been, you have sent feelers and you have given a few reminders. So this is the third reminder. So will the third reminder be abusive? Even if you're writing the third reminder, it should not be abusive. It should not be as such. If you are abusive, you're going to lose a client.
No, ma'am. We should always be
So
polite.
even the third time, you will write, now I hope you are in a position to do the needful. We understand that because of certain issues at your end, you were not able to send the check or whatever. But now we hope that you are in a position to solve your problems. That's it. You never have to be rude. Be assertive, fine, but not rude. So these are the qualities of being considerate. Somebody who is considerate, he understands or she understands the mutual. It is all about interpersonal communication. If you are considerate, you will consider not saying anything, not writing anything which anybody will not like, right? Considerate, be compassionate towards your teammates or to whomever you're writing letters to. Because if you're not considerate, and considerate is something which is, it is always on my priority list, right? So the 7 C's of communication, when you're writing business, when you're speaking business, when you are in business, when you are in office, you have to set a clock of the 7 C's of communication. That should always be running like a clock in you. When you're in office, when you're writing, when you're speaking, in all your dealings, the 7 C's of communication will have to be there, like all the time. The other question which I asked you was, I know it's your time for the maths class, no? Your maths 3 to 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'm winding up today. And I'm still did not talk about Communication Fest. And I really don't know how to go about it because I have to mentor your class. And your class is online. I don't know what kind of mentoring can I do. But then I hope, and I hope that you will be called for some time to the campus so that we can include you in the Communication Fest. Right? Okay.